average value of the given function for the given interval. Okay, so very wordy there on the question, but you get the idea. All right, let's suppose then they give you f of x is equal to, let's suppose it's just a straight tangent x. All right, which across the board, you're going to glance at that right now and go, well, that's not bad. All right, well, it's not bad as long as you know how to integrate tangent. If you don't know how to integrate tangent, it's going to create a problem. All right, let's say we're doing this over the closed interval from 0 to pi over 4. Okay, so then let's say that that's what they give you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this whole thing in red. So there's the question. We'll do the answer in red. All right, so average value. Okay, do we remember the formula? What do I put in front of the integral for average value? What do I put in front of the integral for average value? I'm going to wait for someone to answer me. Wake up.
Isn't it b minus a over 2n?
Oh, very good. That is a formula. B minus A over 2n is a formula, but that's for finding delta x when we're integrating and we're trying to find our rectangles, what the width of our rectangles. So not that one. All right. See, you're rusty, right? It's been since Christmas. We did this before Christmas. And then I'm asking you and you're all like, oh my God, I don't remember. Okay. This is the 1 over B minus A integral f of x dx. Okay. So average value. All right. And the reason you can't answer me right now is because literally we're coming off Christmas break. You went 2 weeks without doing average value. Okay. So 1 over B minus A. All right. That's what has to go in front of my integral right here. All right. So I'm going to have 1 over pi over 4 minus 0. And then I'm going to integrate on the interval from 0 to pi over 4 of my function tangent x dx. Okay, this is me finding my average value. Okay, and I know that the reason you couldn't answer me is because we did this before Christmas and you've just lost it, because on the test that we were taking before we went to virtual learning before Christmas, you guys could do this question and you were all getting it right. Okay, all right, so can we do this? This is going to be 1 over, it's going to be a complex fraction, right? Multiply through by 4. So in other words, you're going to have a 4 over pi when that's simplified because this is a complex fraction, right? I expect you to be able to do that in your head. All right. And then we're integrating here from, can we just, oh, wait, can I just integrate? I can just integrate at this point because I know I've got, if you have the integral of tangent x memorized, you ought to be able to just go straight to your integration here. It's not a u substitution. You have to have this memorized. You have to have it memorized from last, I think I gave it to you last Friday. All right, if I didn't give it to you on Friday, I gave it to you on Thursday, one of the 2 days. So you have to have memorized a lot of things. All right, so the first thing you had memorized was what average value means. The second thing you have to have memorized is that tangent u du is equal to negative natural log absolute value cosine u plus c. That has to be memorized. Okay. And again, I will highly encourage you, go watch my video on tricks for how to memorize all those because it's an awesome trick. All right. So as long as you know that integral, then we're good. It's a straight integration. Negative natural log absolute value cosine. This is my, it's just an x. I didn't have to do u substitution here. So cosine x. All right. And then I don't even have to do my plus c here because this is all in terms of x. These are limits of integration for x. I'm still all in terms of x. So I can go from 0 to pi over 4 since this is not a u substitution at all. All right. Now let's see what we can do here. All right. Let's pull the negative out. Okay. Because we don't want negative in front of that by no means. So let's pull the negative out. All right. I'm still multiplying that times the natural log absolute value cosine pi over 4. All right, minus natural log absolute value cosine 0. Okay, cosine pi over 4. Okay, pi over 4 is what? On that 45-degree angle, cosine, everything on that 45-degree angle. We ought to be able to do this in our head. All right, cosine pi over 4, radical 2 over 2. You remember the hand trick? Okay, I'm going to go in a little bit more details. Okay, so cosine pi over 4. All right, remember if you watched my videos last spring, there's your 90-degree angle. Here's pi over 4 because it's 45 degrees. All right, cosine of 45 degrees is radical 2 over 2. And then sine is square root 2 over 2. All right, if you don't know what I'm referring, when I'm doing this with my hand, and if you have no clue, that means you didn't watch my videos last spring or you don't remember. All right, watch my unit circle video, rewatch it. All right, because it's you can do the whole first quadrant just use with your fingers. Okay, so so this is square root of 2 over 2. All right, absolute value of a positive number is just the positive number. So I'll have negative 4 over pi. And then I'm going to have natural log of the square root of 2 over 2 because I've already taken the absolute value of a positive number is positive. Okay. Now, cosine of 0. Cosine of 0, 0 is on the right-hand side. That's the point 1, 0. All right. Is that the point? Well, yeah. So that's going to be 1. Cosine of 0 is 1. So I've got natural log. Absolute value of 1 is just 1. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the absolute value bars. All right, now do we know, we just did it in the last problem, natural log of 1 there is 0, right? This is 0, so that basically falls out. So then I'm going to have negative 4 over pi times the natural log, radical 2 over 2. And then if I wanted, I could go to a decimal approximation. All right, but if not, then that would be sufficient because all it said was find the average value is all that said. Okay. All right. So basically what this is, why I've just done the last couple of problems that I did is I'm trying to address some of the trig that we didn't get done last spring in our virtual learning. Okay. And the fact that you've probably forgotten their, your average value, some of the stuff you might have forgotten right before Christmas. Okay.